quick, move this stuff.
And welcome to Rice Lake, Wisconsin. It is Week 1 football here on Zaleski Sports. I guess you would call it Week 1.1. We had 5 games on the network last night. Jason Zaleski alongside Dan Ross as we bring you full commentary for today's non-conference football game. And let's start with that, Dan. You and I were here last year for a conference football game because with the conference affiliations and how things have changed over the last couple of years, teams in the actual Wisconsin Valley Conference, those along the Wisconsin River and in Wood County, that conference had shrunk over the last couple of years with Merrill and Wausau East departing. And so this conference somewhat merged with bigger members of the Big Rivers Conference, and then they play one more. You play a crossover, one additional beyond Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North. So last year, Rice Lake was that additional for Marshfield. It was a conference game. They're all meaningful, but this one a non-conference game. So let's kind of start with that. In a Week 1 in a non-conference game, what do you think the attitude is for something like that?
Well, the teams are familiar with each other, and I think that coming back to Rice Lake, we talked about this earlier in the week, that it's a little bit strange to have to go visit Rice Lake twice in a row, and it is a long trip for the Tigers. But with it being Week 1 in a non-conference game, I think there's a little bit less pressure. Obviously, I think both teams want to get off to a quick start in the season. A 1-0 is always better than 0-1.
Yeah.
But I think it does give the teams a little bit of familiarity and a chance to kind of ease into the season a little bit.
Okay, well, we're gonna ease into this one here in just a few minutes. Again, it is Marshfield, and it is Rice Lake. We've got our I guess it's Bound Wisconsin now, right? We've got our Bound Wisconsin bingo board, and Dan and I, after this commercial, we're going to check something off of the Bound bingo board because it's something we're going to talk about coming up right after this. We will have more pregame coverage right after this on Zaleski Sports. 1, 2, 3, let's.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for on your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Back to Rice Lake as we continue pregame coverage here in advance of this Marshfield and Rice Lake non-conference Week 1 contest, and we're going to talk about playoffs, Dan.
Playoffs?
And I'm going to speak specifically about these Marshfield Tigers and playoffs that have or have not happened for these Marshfield Tigers over the last few years, and it's been a bit of a playoff drought as press box getting organized here right in front of us. Boy. Everybody's squeezing in. I hope there's not a weight limit in this press box also. Oshkosh North, there was a defeat last year for the Marshfield Tigers, Dan, 28-7. Lost to New Richmond in 24, 30-10 first round. Lost to New Richmond in 23 in the first round, 39-22. So it's been 3 straight playoff appearances for the Tigers. That's the plus. But it's been 3 straight playoff losses for those Tigers along the way. In 2022, they did beat Pulaski in a level 1 game, 21-13. Lost in round 2. In 21, a round 1 loss. In 19, a round 1 loss. In 2018, though, Dan, these Marshfield Tigers, not these, but my Marshfield Tigers, made it all the way to a level 4. They lost to Homestead 12-7. Homestead won the state championship the next week. So these Tigers trying to get back to the playoffs here in 2026.
I think there's a lot of optimism this year. And playoffs are a long ways away. but there's a lot of seniors back this year, and the coaches on the field are very, very excited about this senior class and this sophomore class.
We've heard a lot about the sophomore class over the summer and even here at the stadium this week. So it looks like we've got National Anthem coming up. And so we're going to put our microphones out and capture all the festivities from the field here in Rice Lake. All right, National Anthem behind us. Again, Jason Zaleski, Dan Ross here as we guide you through today's action. Little internet snafu there, but I think we got that sorted out.
Well, it's week one for
I'm
a
hopeful.
reason.
Well,
It's a week one for everybody.
well, we do enjoy coming to Rice Lake. I want to say that straight off the top, but yeah, internet is tough to come by when we come around these parts.
We have nearly a dozen people in a press box that is about 20 feet by 6 feet.
Are you saying that's wrong?
There's a lot of people in there.
There's a lot of something going on.
Marshfield introduced as a team. You love to see it.
Okay. All right. So the Tigers are on the field as a team. As again we narrow down, we're going to take our last commercial break, wrap up our pregame coverage here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you'd expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
You'll find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
It's easy.
come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today.
That's all it takes.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Back here to Rice Lake as we again zero in on our kickoff here. It'll be the Marshfield Tigers to get the ball first. And that's because it gives them a chance to score first, Dan Ross. That's how this works. Kickoff brought to you today by Rice's More Than Floors. Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit the showroom, visit the website. Give Rice's More Than Floors a chance today.
Not a strong wind on the field, but it is going to be in the Tigers' face to start this, kicking with a slight breeze, probably about 5 miles an hour.
Very pleasant 70 degrees out here as we are in week 1. Again, 1.1, 5 games on Zaleski Sports last night, 14 on the network right now.
New world record, probably.
It's just about every day. Pretty good crowd here as well. Obviously, the folks in blue outnumber the folks in orange, but this is going to bounce near the 30 and angle towards the sideline. It was picked up by Josh Taylor. Taylor will step out of bounds, and the Tigers will take the ball first here on their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because it was going towards the sideline, but you don't want to let it bounce anymore because down on it.
Yeah, you got to make a decision. You got to get something. That's a live ball at that point, right?
But if it goes out of bounds, you're going to get another 10, 15 yards because of the penalty. But, yeah.
Again, Dan and I are playing Bound Wisconsin Bingo. You get your bingo board on X at Travis Wilson or Bound Wisconsin. That's where Dan and I get all of our stats from, too, over at boundwisconsin.com. So, all right, Marshfield take the ball first. It'll be a handoff up the middle to Carlson, and Carlson's going to rush forward for about 6. Dan's keeping our stats today. 28 for 6. 26 for 6, sorry. 26.
I got you.
26.
It's not my first football game.
Thank you. It's my first one today. Does that count for anything?
It's my first one of the year. I was not in Menominee with you yesterday, although you did invite me.
I did?
Yeah.
I did, and you snubbed me.
I had golf league.
Nah, I've heard of better excuses than that. All right, from the 30 come the Tigers.
2nd and 4.
Another handoff to Carlson off the left tackle this time, and he powers his way over 1, and he'll be near the line to gain. Come up just short. It's going to be 3rd down after the gain of 3 inches.
Yeah, 2-3 yards after contact. Had a guy or two on his back.
Would it surprise you if I told you that Hayden's also a quality wrestler at the Marshfield High School? So he knows how to control his body, gets low to the ground, low center of gravity, all those football things.
Makes sense. I bet you the basketball team would love to have him, though.
Just to bang around on the inside? Yeah. Bruise some of the other guys, some of those lanky basketball players.
His legs are like tree trunks.
They're thick.
You can see him from up here.
They thick. All right, here's Marshfield on the 3rd and 1. And this is going to be Carlson. He's going to be wrapped up from behind. He's tackled on the play by Bjorn Helstad. Helstad sniffs that one out in the backfield, and it's a loss of, Dan, about 5 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and punt team for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's interesting because it was the fake to the big man, and you think 3rd and short, maybe the big man gets the ball right up the middle, and, yeah, it was sniffed out pretty well.
And Helstad, how about that for a name here in the Northwoods? That fits. That fits. 2 back for the Warriors. As Marshfield to punt.
Bad snap.
But, it was rescued by Severin Conradi. Conradi unleashes one.
Yeah, good punt.
Inside the 40, it'll be Rice Lake ball when we come back right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support unit system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe. All right, back here to Rice Lake. First play for the Warriors going to be a pitch to this near side and upended over the 40-yard line goes the ball carrier. That, Dan, is Ethan Carroll. So Carroll carries for about 5 on 1st down. Right? Did I have it right, or is it 32? Maybe it was 32.
I don't see a 32 on here.
All right. Well, Rice Lake fans, we need your help. They gave us this roster, the Rice Lake Warriors people did, and 32 gets the carry, but there is no 32 on the roster. That's why I went to 42. I figured that must be it. Okay. On the 3rd carry, we make up a name for Mr. 32. That's how that works.
32 for 6.
6 yards, as it was spotted. Again, this is a Colin Hutzler with the carry. They're going to be dropped for a loss of 1. You know, this it's sometimes known as a hide the ball offense, right? There's misdirection in the in that backfield. Multiple backs in there, and the quarterback, in this case, Ben Vandervoort, he's just as liable to carry as anybody. So there's really 4 ball carriers on every play.
It's true. They're up-tempo, running the triple option, as they have for years.
Yeah.
Very successful. Vast playoff history, state championship, state runner-up.
All the successes.
Right up the middle. He's close.
Very close to a first down. We'll see where that ball gets spotted by our umpire. Rice Lake fans thinks it's a first down. And we had 40, Bodie Schultz. Bodie Schultz 40 with the carry. And it is a Warriors first down. Got just what he needed, did Bodie. He's a 6'2", 212-pound junior, Mr. Schultz.
He looks bigger than that from up here.
He's got the neck roll, too, so that adds to it. Daryl Johnston style. Did the fridge have a neck roll? Going to go to Bodie Schultz again, and he powers forward down to Marshfield territory, and he's going to have 10 yards and another Warriors first down. They are challenging the interior of that Tigers defensive line right now.
Yeah, Marshfield did a good job on the last set of downs to force third and pretty long, but a little bit momentum now for Rice Lake, the Warriors.
The Warriors, yep. Those of you, if you got a computer or phone in front of you, go to ZaleskiSports.com, you click multi-view, and in there you can watch. Now, they actually marked this short, Dan. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, but the ball's right at the marker.
Yeah, look at the down box, though. Is short. Now it is first down. Okay, it was 10 all the way. You click multi-view at ZaleskiSports.com. You can watch up to 9 games all on one screen. Right now, there's 14, so you do have say-so. You can pick your 9 that you want to put on the screen, and then you can choose them and then individually to choose which game you want to listen to. But up to 9 games available on one screen right now, ZaleskiSports.com. Click multi-view.
Then what you do is you open another browser.
Yeah, for the other 5.
For the other 5.
Yep. Smart, Dan, smart. I'm going to tell people something else smart to do once they have it open, too, after this next play from the Warriors. 1st and 10 from the Marshfield 44. And this time Vandervoort does keep it himself. He is a 5'11" senior quarterback on the roster, but again, these are all running backs, like I said before. 2nd down upcoming. And then here's what you do, depending on what kind of a phone or a computer you have, you cast it up to the TV. All right, so you do your screen mirror or your Apple Play, whatever it happens to be, and then you put it on the big screen at home, and then you've got all 9 games on your 100-inch TV or whatever you've got chosen there in the living room.
I kind of wish I was doing that instead of being here.
That's all right, 2nd and
3.
Okay, Warriors play right in front of us here as we look right down the 35-yard line. This is play-action pass. Vandervoort will swing it to the outside, and that's going to be another first down for the Warriors as he bounces off of 1 tackle and a couple more. He's finally dragged down on the play by Wes Nowitzki, and that is mysterious number 32, not on our roster today.
We'll have to listen for it. Maybe.
Well, during our next commercial, I'm going to go ask the home broadcast crew, which is 2 windows down, what we have for 32. Well, he's working with the same info we have.
It's true. First down, Rice Lake with a good possession here.
Yeah, he doesn't have them either.
Have the Tigers on their heels.
Yep, from the 25, Warriors, again, just 5 yards at a time, right? That option offense. Here it comes. Handoff up the middle, and again, that's big number 40, Bodie Schultz. And he's going to scratch out about 3. So again, that defensive line of Marshfield getting pushed around right now. See if they bend but don't break on this Warriors drive.
Yeah, and not to defend the Tigers a little bit, this is a really tough offense to gear up to defend against. Rice Lake has had a lot of graduates this past year, but it doesn't matter when you have action that's going all over the place. You got end around fakes, you got fake handoffs, you have the quarterback keeping it. Really tough. Have to be disciplined.
Vandervoort calls for it. 2nd and 6 for the Warriors, and handoff, there he goes, 32. And another gain of 3. So that's what this offense needs to do, Dan, is they go 4 yards at a time. And every 4 yards, another couple, every 2 or 3 plays, it's a first down, and then they're in the end zone. With that hide-the-ball style offense, I keep talking about the Marshfield defensive line, but that's where Marshfield needs to be able to excel to stop this offense because the linebackers, have a hard time seeing where that ball went. So the defensive line is who they have to create that opening so their linebackers can see. To create the opening, they've got to get the push, and they're the ones being pushed right now.
Yeah, they all know how to hide the ball really well.
Very much so. Here's 3rd and 2.
That looked like a false start. Big stop.
It was. I've got a 43 in white that I'm going to mention right now, and that's going to be Lucas Hallen. Hallen with a nice stop in the backfield and
loss of 3.
Loss of 3.
So now it's 4th and decision time.
Well, we saw the field goal kickers in the pregame. Didn't look like that was an option for the Warriors.
Yep.
So this would be a 37-yarder if that was a choice, and it's not.
3rd and distance. 3rd and 5.
4th down.
4th down. 4th and 5.
4th and 5.
They're trying to draw him off.
Vandervoort checked with the sideline there to see if there was going to be a different play. Puts one in motion, and he's going to step out from center again. 10-second clock hasn't started. Now it does. So 8, 7, 6, 5. And they get the play off in time and up the middle. And I don't know. It is close. That was Schultz again. They go to the big fella. And it's going to be where the nose of the ball got put down if this is a first down for Marshfield or a first down for Rice Lake.
You can see what the foot is. It looks like he's short.
And it is short. It'll be a turnover on downs. Tigers defense bends but doesn't break.
Yeah, that was really close. I'm a little surprised, and the officials are getting together a little bit here.
They're just kind of reviewing themselves on on their mechanics on the ball position. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across the area on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this year from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. All right, so offense gets another shot at it here in the first quarter. 3:39 to play here in quarter number 1. Hand off to Carlson. He was met in the hole. And there is my 33 that I thought I called earlier. That's Vinny Weber. Weber blows that up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss on the handoff to Carlson.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about sophomore quarterback Ethan Femmel?
Yeah, well, Ethan Femmel comes from a somewhat of a line of former Marshfield Tigers quarterbacks, dad and brother Trevor from a few years ago. And he's a sophomore, and Marshfield the coaching staff thinks a lot of him. And thinks Ethan has got a very bright future ahead of him here in Marshfield.
We might see a pass here.
And Dan, you're in the playbook, Dan. Here's Femmel. He's going to roll out to his left, uncork it. Pass is knocked away. And really nice job there. Pass defensed by Carter Kennan as that pass intended for Cam Kolstad.
It was a good pass, just a better play to knock it away.
Yep, Carter Kennan, he's a 5'10" senior. He's defending 6'2" senior Cam Kolstad. So Kolstad had the height, but he was able to get that left.
Good route, good throw, right on time.
Yeah, everything was good. That in practice, that worked.
Yep, just a better play.
Yep. So here's 3rd down now, 3rd and long with 2:50 to play here in quarter number 1.
And although Rice Lake did not score last time, they are playing the field position game right now.
So here's Femmel back to pass one more time. Pass pro is good. He's got all kinds of time and
too much.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding penalty. Pass is going to be caught. And this is all going to be academic because this one's coming back on a hold. But good momentum for the Tigers. Adrian Pieper doesn't know that there's a penalty back there because he is celebrating like a madman, but the hold call was already been made by a referee all the way back here. So it's going to be 3rd and 22 coming up for the Tigers.
Big shout out to the Rice Lake fans who were motioning this way in unison.
Yeah, right. Like Adrian cares 2 bits about that or was even looking at them, but they were pretty emphatic. Everybody saw it except for the guys on the field.
It'll actually be half the distance to the goal, so it's going to be about
from inside the 20. Yeah, you're right.
A 7-yard penalty.
You're right.
But still, it's going to be 2nd and 3rd and 19. I
Went
guess.
from 3rd and long to 3rd and longer.
Yeah, a really nice pass play. Femmel got outside the pocket, rolled to his right.
Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small private party space available for your event. Call Nuts Deep for available dates. We've had the company Christmas party at Nuts Deep before and other things, and it's true. It's a great place to go. Great place to go just on a night also.
So 3rd and very long now. They might just run this.
Yeah, they list 19 on the scoreboard, like you said. Femmel under center, and we've got a encroachment call, so Tigers will gain 5 out of that on the hard count from Femmel. What do you think about that?
I think they can do that a couple more times.
Well, they can do it a couple more times until one of those defensive linemen get benched.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you got 5, I guess, right? Maybe that puts you back in a pass situation, though.
It could.
So 4th and 14 now, or 3rd and 14, my apologies.
Looked like they came out in the pro set last time. Looks like the same here. The fullback is beefy.
Yep, my kind of guy. Well, under center, yep, puts him in a pass situation now. Again, pass pro is good. Uncorked down this side, over to Kolstad. He's got the ball. Were the feet inbounds, and they were. First down, Tigers.
Heck of a play.
Wow. Just a straight go on that bench side for Cam Kolstad, and he hauls it in.
40-yard play.
Bananas, man. Bananas.
That was a heck of a throw.
Well, let's go back to that 5-yard encroachment that Femmel drew the defensive line offside. That gave him a chance to have a pass play called. Team effort out there.
Who caught that?
That was Cam Kolstad, number 10. What a catch. What a throw. What an operation. No, give it to Femmel again. Nope, on the draw. This will be Carlson powering ahead, and he'll motor up for a clean 7.
I like what the staff is doing. That draw play worked because Rice Lake just got bit for 40 yards and thought maybe Marshfield's going at it again. Plus, it gives Carlson a little bit of momentum here because his last 2 runs were for negative yards.
What do you think about the softball team climbing on the fence back there?
I think someone's going to yell at him, probably.
Some sort of activity going on the softball diamond as we play football here. Tigers firmly into Warriors territory here. Femmel rolls to his right, stops, looks, throws, end zone. Got a man in the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown Tigers. Landon Truby for 6.
Yeah, Rice Lake is letting the receivers go past.
So Truby hauls it in as Femmel uncorks a 38-yard bomb on the fly, Dan. That went about 6 yards deep into the end zone. So
got an arm.
Femmel,
very accurate.
Femmel can toss the seed around, can he? So Tigers overcome a 3rd and 19 on the drive to score the touchdown. 2-point conversion, and that one goes to Josh Taylor. And Taylor's going to come up. He's going to get in. How about that? Tigers go up 8-0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Ross, it was a 3rd and 19. Ethan Femmel got the defense to jump, got the 5 yards back, put him in a pass situation. Connection down to Cam Kolstad across the 50, and 2 plays later, what do we have there? A 38-yard touchdown pass to Landon Truby. 2-point conversion from Carlson. Good. 8-0 Tigers.
Yeah, if I told you on your own.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, at your own 14, you're going to score in 3 plays.
Kick. Conrad kicks it, and brought in over the treetops down around the 10-yard line. And Marshfield coaches in our box here pretty happy with the kick coverage. As again the to be named number 32. Jared wants the Tigers to get a new coach. Jared, how about you? You know, talk the talk, walk the walk, Jared. I believe you apply at the Marshfield Senior High School Athletic Department. I don't think I agree with that statement, but you can apply. Now, what would you do if you got hired as a 7th grade coach? Go ahead, right? Take the job, see what happens. All right, 1:29 left in the first quarter. People mouthing off in the chat box.
You've been a Pee Wee coach. You know how that goes.
I have, yeah, 2 years I was, yep. And Vandervoort's going to keep this one himself. Half of the Marshfield defense tackled one guy, and fortunately, well, that's what happens in this type of offense, Dan. But fortunately, Caden Reisner was in there for the stop. Guys, Reisner, 99. Yep, okay. It's the I before E and the E before I, all that kind of phonetics. No gain on the play.
So this is the danger for Rice Lake. If you fall behind, they don't really have an offense that's quick scoring as long as you stay disciplined on the defensive end.
Pitch going to come outside, Marshfield bench side, and they've got the corner do the Warriors, and near a first down is Colin Hutzler. 5'10" junior Hutzler. Going to come up a little bit short. It's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and 1 from here, Dan. Yeah, so they got 0 on first down, 9 on second down, so average of 4.5. That's what the offense is designed to do, 4 yards at a time.
This just feels like an inside run, like maybe a fake and the quarterback keeper up the middle.
Could be the last play of the quarter. 41 seconds now and counting on our first down clock. And a handoff to Bodie Schultz. He is probably going to have the first down.
Looks like he needed one. Looks like he got one.
The linesman looking down the field, looks at the umpire, and they say first down Warriors. And it's up to Rice Lake here if they want to run one more play here in this quarter.
I bet you they do.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, the offense, more often than not, going to get 4 yards on a carry. So, yeah, what the heck, get your 4 yards here and head to the second quarter. Warriors from their own 36-yard line. Vandervoort looking to pass, pressure put on, got a block there, still under pressure, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Dan, in my book, that goes down as a sack. It looked like he was
sack.
He was looking to pass there, right? That was Brennan Polzine on the sack, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter here in Rice Lake. Marshfield leads it 8-0 here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Quarter starts now here in Rice Lake. Jason Zaleski alongside Dan Ross. Got Grant in front of us on the ones and twos, keeping us on the straight and narrow down there as after that sack to end the quarter, Rice Lake starts behind the chains here on second down. Vandervoort back to pass, throws deep down the sideline and overshot his mark. That pass intended for Owen Shue, 6-foot junior Shue, but just missed Missed that connection to Vandervoort. Dan, I've got an update. 32 was actually 34 on the roster.
Okay.
So 32 is Cooper Balls.
All right.
Coop.
Yeah, the receiver had a step or two on the defender. The safety was a little bit late coming over. So had a window, couldn't connect it. Now it's 3rd and more than 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 13. Yeah, again, in practice, that's probably a completion, but against defense, different situation. This is week 1. It all gets ironed out as the season goes on. So 3rd and long. Time now for the Tigers defense to activate. And pass on the play action, and he's going to be dropped. Ball is out. Marshfield has it. Ball is out. Tigers recover the fumble. Dan, I thought he might have got hit behind there. Vandervoort got hit behind by Wes Nowitzki. That was what my eyes saw. So Nowitzki was the one chasing from behind. He gets the last high five coming off the field. You think that's who hit him?
Caden Reisner. Reisner came up with it.
Reisner came up with the ball, yeah.
Yep.
So Marshall gets a turnover. And we talked to Coach Dan Hill of the Rice Lake Warriors before the game, and these are a couple things he talked about to us where his team gets in trouble with this offense, getting behind the chains, which they were there, and then obviously a penalty. They had that effect on them on the defensive end, and now a turnover. And some of Coach Dan Hill's bad dreams are coming to fruition here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it exactly right. And I wonder if Marshfield goes for the proverbial jugular here. And
you get the sudden change. You go big play on sudden change, right? They do in the NFL. See what Coach Dennis Gadel has
left
in mind. And Femmel got his arm hit when he threw the ball, and that is most likely the reason for that incompletion. There was good pass coverage out there, too, intended for Josh Taylor.
I like it, though. I like the idea.
Yep. Yeah, you see that in the NFL all the time, right? They call that a sudden change, and that play is a big one on that first down because it's the offense feels it's a bonus possession. We don't want to waste it, but we can sure roll the dice on it.
Yep. Now the problem is that the field goal kicking is suspect, I would say.
Well, Coach Gadel told us that there was a 0% chance of a field goal today.
Yeah, and both coaches tried to recruit me, and I am been out of high school for a long time.
Femmel under center just inside the Warriors 30. Handoff going to go to Carlson. One bounce outside didn't work, and it didn't work because number 24 brought it to an end. Bjorn Helstad on the tackle for loss. TFL.
So now we got 3rd and long.
Yep.
It's 4-down territory, obviously.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, even if you had a field goal kicker from here, right? It's a 44-yarder. That's a go for it.
No, in high school. Yeah, high school. Even if you're Division II in this case or Division I, you're not kicking field goals.
44
past the 20, really.
Yeah.
Unless it's like end of game and.
No, because the offensive probability is much better than the special teams probability.
Yeah.
Right. All right, here's Femmel. Play action pass. He's going to roll out to his left under pressure. Has to throw quick. Does. Completes to Taylor. Taylor sheds a couple of Warriors tacklers. They can't bring him down, Dan Ross.
He's still fighting.
Josh Taylor, what is going on out there? And Nate make a comment online, and then he just deleted himself.
Okay.
Smart.
So
all right, so we have a gain of, 7 there on the pass completion to Taylor.
So 4th and 3 now.
Okay, so we're going for it.
Yep, so that opens up the playbook quite a bit. 4th and little more than 2, little less than 3.
From the Warriors' 21-yard line, Carlson in the back of the eye, Femmel under center. He'll hand off to Carlson, and he's going to lean.
He spun close. He's short, though.
Yeah, he is short by about a half a yard. That tackle made on the outside. And the Warriors' defense holds.
That is a win for the Warriors. They definitely needed the defense to step up, and step up they did.
Let's see. We'll tell the folks about Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands, do complete furnace and air conditioning install, professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the area. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And Dan knows how much this pains me. Winter is around the corner now. I've got the tall grass outside my house starting to turn yellow. Harvest season is around the corner, and after that comes winter. So get your furnace checked out right now. The rates will probably be a little lower, too.
Tell you what, Rice Lake has Coach Dan Hill and 14 assistant coaches.
That's pretty solid. Here's a pitch coming our way as that is pitched out to Hutzler. And Hutzler sheds one Marshfield would-be tackler, and then they exchange hellos on the sideline. That was Harlan Meisner, but Meisner stood back up to the challenge. It's a first down, though, for the Warriors. 12, maybe 13 on the play.
13, yeah. That's their biggest play of the game so far.
Again, week 1 football. We had 5 games for you last night. 14 all live right now, right here on Zaleski Sports. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose multi-view to watch 9 at the same time.
If you go to ZaleskiSports.com, you can see all the scores at one time as well.
That's true. Ball is on the ground again, and Warriors going to pick it up. It was the ball carrier, Schultz, that he fumbled and fell right on top of his own fumble. He's going to gain a yard out of it, too.
Do you like to see the Tigers trying to strip the ball away?
I want to go back to your comment, Dan, on the scores, right? So the scores are all updated live, all 14 games, including on the scroll on the bottom of your screen. But if you're watching on a TV or some other device, you take your phone, and then you just scroll through the scores live right on ZaleskiSports.com.
I did it last night. I didn't even know about it. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, well, we just changed the whole world. That's what we did since the spring. Van de Voort, he's going to be wrapped up and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Sean Slesniko. So Slesniko with a big tackle, and it's going to be 3rd and long. And again, back to our conversation with Warriors head coach Dan Hill. Tackle for loss, and he says we're in trouble. And here they are in trouble on 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and beyond the sticks, not where the Warriors want to be. Van de Voort, 5 carries for -7 yards.
Yep. Couple of sacks in there to bring that yardage total down. Those quarterbacks kind of get a bad situation right on the stats.
It's true.
But you're the quarterback, though, so you get a lot of good out of that anyway. And again, Van der Voort's going to pull out and is going to get a timeout called. It'd be Warriors timeout. 8:37 to play before the half. Marshfield 8, Rice Lake nothing on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby, open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue. Brock & Decker.
Every big future starts with a small step. You can't plan every part of your child's future, but you can help them build smart financial habits that last a lifetime. That's why Simplicity Credit Union Youth Accounts make it easy to start early, helping young savers build confidence and grow towards a bright future. Because the lessons they learn today can grow into something bigger tomorrow.
Staub Construction builds the infrastructure that our local communities rely on every day. We're a leading Midwest contractor that specializes in water and wastewater systems, earthwork, buildings, mechanical systems, and much more. Customers choose Staub because we're safety-focused, financially strong, and committed to delivering quality work on time and on budget. Our company is 100% employee-owned, meaning our workers share in our success. Looking for a trusted construction partner or your next career opportunity? Staub Construction is for you.
All right, 3rd down for the Warriors out of their own timeout. We get a slant, and it is not going to go. Meisner brings him down. That catch made by Aaron Cronquist. Cronquist brought it in. They needed 12, Dan, and they got about 9 maybe. It's going to be 4th and 3, and here comes the punt team for the Warriors. Marshfield defense holds again.
You know what? You do have the opportunity to kind of play back a little bit, make sure that you're in front of the stakes. Good job of the Tigers.
So here's the punt, and punt is unleashed by Bodie Erickson.
Still on his feet.
Yep, across the 40, or near the 40, and that's where the Marshfield Tigers will take over offensively here. And this time, that was a punt return by Hayden Carlson.
The Warriors have done a good job keeping Carlson in check so far, but when you have a quarterback like
Ethan Femmel.
Like Femmel, yeah. I mean, you want to, from a coaching philosophy, right, you want to take something away.
Yeah.
And if you're going to take Femmel away, then the running back's going to go nuts on you, and vice versa. And that's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah, well, they've Warriors have decided let's limit the Marshfield rush offense, right? And so the passing attack. And here's Femmel back to pass.
Going for it all.
Yeah, and he's got a man open, wide open, and walking in to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Gavin Larson.
60 yards.
6'2" junior Gavin Larson. Second touchdown pass today for Ethan Femmel. Tigers lead 14-0.
Open by 3, 4, 5 yards. Just sprinted past everyone.
We didn't get the big pass on the sudden change, but we got the big pass after the turnover or after the punt this time, Dan. All right, so quickly now, Tigers go for 2. Taylor on the outside. He'll get stonewalled again. So the second 2-point conversion for the Tigers fails, but they lead 14-0, 7:42 here in the first half. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and going on now, it's an exceptional offer of 0% for 5 years, whether it's this ZR2 diesel or this RST27. Wheeler's has got you covered. General Motors is offering 0% interest for 60 months. That's 5 years of 0% interest. Going on now through the end of the month. Hurry in while supplies last.
All right, Dan, back to Rice Lake. I was going to ask you, I'll ask you now. We were talking about Hayden Carlson, the running back. Give us his stat line here today for Marshfield's running back, Hayden Carlson.
7 carries, 11 yards.
Yeah, so he's averaging a little more than a yard a carry is Carlson. So the Marshfield coaching staff doing a good job here today. Goes back to the air, and I'm just watching that replay back here on my phone, and I mean, that was a crisp pass from Femmel. Larson in stride. He had to drag a Warrior with him, but in for the touchdown.
Femmel 4 of 6 for 149.
That's sometimes a career, or a season, I should say. A season for a high school quarterback, depending on division. But he has that here. We still have half of the second quarter to play.
When's the last time Marshfield had a 300-yard passing game?
1981. It's been a while. It's been a while. I wonder if somebody watching can answer that. Here's balls on the kick return.
Back up to the 30.
So Cooper Balls takes it to the, like Dan said, they're going to put it on the 29, it looks like. Good enough.
You know, this reminds me of something we talked about last year.
Okay.
The kicking tee. They should have a dog getting that.
Yeah, or a tiger.
Little bit more dangerous having a little tiger. What if it's a dog spray painted in orange and black stripes?
There you go. Yeah, or wearing one of those costumes that the dogs get sometimes.
So you want maybe you have somebody in a tiger costume
now,
running out there.
The mascot, right. Where is that mascot tonight?
Not here.
Unacceptable. All right, from the 29, the Warriors give it a go here again in the second half.
The Warriors got to get something on this possession. You feel it.
And Vandervoort will keep himself. He's around the outside, and he's going to get 10 on the carry.
Good start.
Yep. Stay ahead of the chains, right, Dan?
Yep.
That's how that works. Ben Vandervoort, again, he's a 5'11 senior. Listed as quarterback, but he's one of the 4 running backs on this football offense. 7:25 and counting here in half number 1. 14-0 Tigers. 2 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion.
I believe Coach Hill did say that their all-conference lineman was out tonight.
They have 3 key injuries on this football team. 2 won't play this year, and the big guy is due back in week 7. So, playing without a couple here tonight, but
it's just unfortunate. You hate to see kids hurt.
Yeah, but they got a good roster. They got a big roster, and still plenty of game ahead of them as Ball's out ahead.
And for those that probably don't know, one lineman can mean a lot to your running game or passing game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you got someone that can take out 1 or 2 linemen on the other end.
Yep.
Opens up for everybody.
Yep.
It really does matter.
So the second down play here for the Warriors going to be a pitch this time. Pitch coming this way and tripped up. Tackle made there by Marshfield's Lucas Holland. As the run by Aaron Cronquist.
Let's get about 5.
Okay. Yeah, the Warriors are getting the edge. It looks like they're able to race and win most of the races to the corner against these Tigers, but the Tigers' linebacker pursuit has been pretty good to limit those runs as well. Football terms, Dan.
Yep. So 3rd and 5. I feel like it's 2nd down, but
no, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Yep.
Okay.
So here it goes to Schultz. Schultz bowling over Tigers, and the ball is out. When did that? The beanie came out.
Yep.
What are they going to call here? As I think Schultz looks like he knows he fumbled that ball. And our white hat, though, is saying Warriors ball. So hang on here a second. Hang on. The white hat pointed to the left. He pointed in the direction of Warriors football. Now our back judge is correcting him, and Marshfield has recovered the fumble.
2nd turnover of the night for the Warriors.
Yeah, it looked like Schultz got his elbow hit from behind on one of the 3 Marshfield players in on that tackle.
A really good run up to that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you could see when he was on the ground, Dan, the way he was hanging his head, he knew that he had let that ball free.
Yeah, and from where I was, it looked like it was a fumble. It didn't look like his knee was down. He was still driving forward.
Yeah, it just turned out our white hat was the last guy to know.
Well, I mean, he was 15 yards behind.
Way is not his territory over there.
Yeah.
All right, so sudden change. Turnover. We're going to hand off to Taylor up the middle. And
big
Taylor
boy.
banging over everybody.
He's
on the
behind.
line to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers.
61 happy yards for the Tigers.
Josh Taylor, he's a 5'11", 216-pound senior, bringing it to the house after the fumble.
61-yard rumbling, stumbling.
It was a rumble, wasn't it? I mean, he was shaking people off of his knees near the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that is all kinds of problems there, as it probably no fault of Reed's, but Reed Scheuer was flying onto the field, Dan. He was running from the bench towards the line of scrimmage as that ball was snapped. So that's an illegal motion. So they'll run this 2-point conversion again. Coach Dennis Gadel told us before the game. Well, he told us before the game he was bereft of kicker on this season. But we're doing a wholesale change here, so we'll see if Denny lied to me.
This is a good shot to try it.
Now, Denny would never lie to me.
They're kicking.
He was just strategizing with me. All right, so this is Severin Conradi on to kick. They're waiting for now they're waiting for one more guy. You got to fill another spot on that left end. All right, the hole to be Landon Truby.
25-yard extra point. He's got this.
Conradi to kick it. He's got the orange shoes on. See what he does with them. Kick is up, and
Easy.
Coach Dennis Gadel lied to me. We've got a place kicker on this Tigers team. He just likes going for 2. That's what it is there. Marshfield goes up 21-0 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, back here to Rice Lake in time for Dan Ross to go through some scores on Zaleski Sports here tonight.
Yeah, Stratford 12-0 at home against Mosinee. That's a good game.
Okay,
annually that's a great game.
First-year head coach over for the Mosinee Indians, Coach Sanchez over there.
Edgar on the road at Cadott, 14-0. Cadott a bigger school than Edgar.
Yep.
No score, Amherst, Clintonville, Spencer 7, Auburndale 6. That's a little bit interesting.
Spencer Columbus, yep.
Wassa East 7, Shawano 0.
Okay, East is hoping for a big year this year. I talked to Coach Tyler Kramer a couple days ago, earlier this week, and kickoff up the middle is another good one for Cooper Balls. Put his Warriors back out to the 29. Go ahead, Dan.
Marathon 14, Loyal 8.
Loyal Greenwood, yep.
Assumption 12, Rosholt 0. First year for 8-man for Assumption.
Coach Jeff Sullivan got his guys in the 8-player format.
Yep. Wisco 21, Waterford 14. New to the network, Wisconsin Lutheran.
Say the score again. Wisconsin Lutheran what?
21.
21-14. High scoring game.
21-14.
Okay, got it.
Stanley Boyd 16, our Colby Hornets 0.
Yep. New coach Robbie Smazel at Colby.
Wrightstown 8, Winnicott 0.
Okay.
Neilsville 13-0 over New Lisbon.
Oh, okay.
Everything else is no score.
All right, very good. Find all 14 games at Zaleski Sports. Here's another opening drive of the second half for the Warriors.
I had no idea where that ball was.
I don't know anybody does. I think nope, that was Schultz that carried it. 3 yards on the gain, on the carry.
There were about 4 different possibilities where that ball was that time.
It's a fascinating offense, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
14 games on the network. This is one of them.
We're here. We're doing it. Yeah, Kaukauna and West Allis Nathan Hale. I'll talk about that game here in just a moment. As Vandervoort's going to hold
right up the middle.
Yep, that's
Big
to Balls.
play.
Balls on the move. He's across the Tiger 50 and into Tigers territory. Big run there for Cooper Balls. Kaukauna leads West Allis Hale 14-0. You may have heard in the news, West Allis Hale had many coaches resign in the last 7 days. What I want to say here, I make sure I say this correctly.
Just be careful.
Some internal issues
Yeah.
over with the coaching staff. Thank you, Dan. I get the words right most times. Oh. Yeah, and now I totally messed up your phone there. Under 4 to play here in this first half. He's got one of those fancy fandangled iPhones, Dan Ross does. I've got a business phone. I've got a Samsung Galaxy. Here's Vandervoort on the carry, and boy, Dan, he went forward for about 3 yards, and then he ran laterally for a yard. That's tough to do. I don't know why that one isn't showing on the homepage like the rest are, but these are issues that Trevor, this is all brand new, being developed. Trevor's got an eye on it.
I do like the innovation, right?
Thank you.
And one thing that I will say, I'm a volunteer here.
Thank you. Thank you for that also.
Yeah.
You're getting a cheeseburger tonight, though.
I am. I'm really excited about it. You don't settle, and
no.
And at the end of the day, it's about the kids, and it is about the viewers and the experience.
Bjorn Hellstead on the catch, and it's going to be a catch. What do we got there, Dan? About 14 yards on the pass reception from Vandervoort. Yeah, we've got all kinds of new things going on. The ticker on the bottom has live scores on it, and when somebody else scores the other 13 games, you get an alert on that ticker that says the score change, just like if you're watching the NFL. How about that? So here's Vandervoort under center, fresh set of downs for the Warriors. An unusual pass. The pass itself was customary, but unusual for the offense, and that'll be Schultz up ahead for about 4.
Warriors got something cooking here, trying to score before the half, 2:30 to play.
Well, that 14-yard pass was big, and they've also, Dan, on this drive, they have increased their tempo here. They're getting back to the line of scrimmage much faster now and pushing this Tigers defense with that tempo. So from inside the Tigers' 25-yard line, here's Vandervoort, and he'll keep it himself. He's going to be lassoed from behind by Easton Hallen.
Still a couple.
Yep. Dan saw me twirl a lasso earlier here today.
It's true.
Yep. I'm a cowboy.
On a steel horse.
That's right, Bon Jovi. That's right, buddy. Because I'm wanted, dead or alive. Many people want me alive, but there's probably a couple out there.
Third down, 4-down territory here.
Yep, 3rd and 5 from the Tigers' 23-yard line. Vandervoort on the pitch. And this is a good pitch, a good run here for the Warriors. Colin Hutzler up ahead, and that'll be a first down for Rice Lake.
Clock 7.
Clock pauses, 1:28 to play before the half. And our cheeseburgers should be on the way by now, I would think. So what we do, we pre-order those, but we'll save the story for a different time. We've got a timeout on the field. Rice Lake takes their second timeout of the half. We're back for more football after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Beer battered cheese curds now at Nasonville Dairy. Get them before they're gone in Marshfield at Weber's Farm Store, Curtis, and at the Nasonville Worldwide headquarters on Highway 10 just west of Marshfield. Master cheesemaker Ken Hyman, tell us more about beer battered curds.
We've been acknowledged as having some of the best curd in the nation and in the world. We actually finished first in the world last year, world competition. So here we are, and we always compete well with other people. So now it's the idea of making a beer batter that could be the best in the world.
Back here to Rice Lake out of the Warriors timeout. They have one left with 1:28 to play, and the cheeseburgers arrived. Dan, I said I could just sense they were on the way.
You're right.
Ooh, Dougie. Those are going to be good at halftime.
That's good. See, they beat the rush. They need that employee.
Here's Vandervoort. He's going to throw to the corner, and that pass is caught. Warriors touchdown. Colin Hutzler brings it in as he came out of the backfield on a wheel route, and Hutzler brings it in for the touchdown. Warriors are on the board here in 2026.
Yeah, and if this was college or the NFL, I feel like he would have been hit pretty hard. But it's high school, and we don't want to see
closing speed
that.
just isn't there yet, right, for some of the guys. Yeah. Yeah, because that ball was in the air for a while. That's what Dan's saying. Yep. All right, so a couple passes for the Warriors on that drive. A 14-yard pass, and now whatever that was, that 10-yard or so touchdown pass. Dan will tell us here in a minute. Warriors are going to go for two as the celebration bicycle comes down the track. Vandervoort back to pass, 2-point conversion, throws over the middle, and that's going to come up just short. 1:22 before the half. We'll take our last commercial break here of the first half. Marshfield leads at 21-6 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, so Warriors score. They get on the board. Dan Ross, tell us about that pass from Vandervoort to Hutzler.
Yeah, a 16-yard touchdown pass to the right. How about this? Vandervoort 4 for 4 over the air. Marshfield not playing pass.
No,
they're. Right?
I mean, all they practiced since Tuesday was this run offense. That's all they practiced against.
Yeah. To 4 different receivers as well.
Yeah.
Again, the offense is meant to make you keep guessing.
Dan is telling us at halftime the Utes are going to come out and give some sort of demonstration here in Rice Lake.
Did you say Utes?
Utes? The Youths.
The what? That's a great movie.
My Cousin Vinny, if you're not old
great
enough.
reference from Seinfeld also.
Yeah, true enough. Thank you.
When Marissa Tomei had a crush on
George.
On George.
Yep.
Really into stocky bald men.
But then that ended badly because George had to admit later he was engaged, and then it all fell apart.
And then she died, and then he called
Yeah,
her
right.
on the way to the funeral.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he was trying to get out of that marriage for a long time, so it finally paid off for him. All right, what do we have here? We're going to have a kickoff here for the Warriors. This is Caden DeLoyer to kick.
It looked like offside on the kick.
Okay.
Was not called, though.
Kick is going to be handled by Gavin Larson. Larson still on the move. And look at Gavin Larson go. And Gavin Larson, as Dan just said, see ya. 90-yard touchdown run for Larson. And the Tigers strike right back.
Unreal. Just didn't even have to do too much. Good blocking, but really, really poor coverage by the Warriors.
Yeah, you are told on teams, stay in your lane, and this lane, the two lanes really to this side were vacant. So Larson scores it, and the Tigers all over Rice Lake here in the first half. 27-6, two-point conversion pending.
Man, the Warriors had some momentum there, trying to get in the half. They get the ball first, second half, and a really weird formation. It's going to work out.
He reached it over. So Josh Taylor, two-point conversion is good. I promised the folks no more commercials here in the first half, so I will. Unlike Denny Gadel, I'm the modern-day Abe Lincoln. I cannot tell a lie. So we'll keep it here. Does your roof need attention? Call Schwartz's Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts. They serve all of central Wisconsin, both residential and commercial roofing. Dan, there were storms that went through in the wee hours of the morning. Was there hail, do you think?
I don't know. Our house is still beat up. I'm fighting with contractors. I'm not going to say who they are, but all I know is they cashed a $30,000 check and they kind of ghosted us. So I'm
Whoops.
trying to,
Whoops.
So.
Well.
Although rumor has it that after I left, not a great message for them today. You know, you hate doing that, right? Like
yeah, but sometimes you got to lay the law down, though.
You hate being that guy, and believe it or not, maybe an hour afterwards, got in touch with my wife. Didn't want to talk to me.
Of course.
That maybe in 2 weeks they're going to start.
Maybe. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. So you could maybe withstand some hail damage, and it may not be that big a deal.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you need it, again, Schwartz's Seamless Roofing will get you all fixed up.
I wish I would have known that. I would have used them.
Severin Conradi will kick.
Assuming that there Wausau's in their area.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. I wonder if he goes by Sevi. That'd be a good name, wouldn't it? Conradi with the kick.
Kind of like 7.
Taken by Cooper Balls at his own 8-yard line, and good kick coverage that time by Marshfield. Balls had kind of stung these Tigers on the kick return the last couple of attempts, but not that time. Let's see here. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step today. Shy over there waiting.
We talked about Trevor a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Brains of the operation around here.
Congratulations to him. Congratulations to you and your wife for being grandparents.
Well, wouldn't you know it, Grandma is watching young Peter right now, babysitting again. She loves it.
Missed opportunity. Could have named him 7.
You gotta see the baby. Well, the baby was there, and he's getting way more active now. He's coming up on 2 months old, so things are starting to come into life in that young boy.
It's getting more fun to watch.
A little bit more. Yep. I'm still not changing the diapers, but everything else is a lot of fun.
That's not your job.
Thank you. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Here's Schultz on the carry.
Oh, man, almost broke it.
Yeah, he was tripped up by Trevin Fries.
Almost broke it.
Gain of 9, though, as he tumbled forward. Got his legs cut up by Fries. Yeah, I feed Peter. I burp him. We watch Bugs Bunny together and other fun things on TV. I've read him a couple books. Yeah, it's been pretty good for me.
He's going to know a lot of football gambling.
Ball bounced like a basketball, and Vandervoort picks it up, and he dribbles down the lane for a first down.
Stops the clock. 26 seconds left to play here in the first half. It's a long way for this offense to try to score.
Well, I mean, if scoring is on their mind, we got to go back to the air probably at this point.
Yeah.
1 timeout left, right?
Yeah.
For the Warriors.
Marshfield probably playing off a little bit.
Yep.
Keep the ball in front of you.
I'm playing one eye on this cheeseburger behind me. 1st and 10 from the 36 for Rice Lake. Here's Vandervoort, handoff to Schultz, and Schultz will bust through again. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he's finally brought down by Chris Ugeritz. Landon Truby also in that area. Another first down, though, for the Warriors. Clock stops on the first down. And it's going to be a Marshfield penalty also
was a face mask
added on to the end of the run, yeah. In high school, that's a 5-yard penalty.
Interesting. Is it always 5?
Well, for that type, so they still differentiate between an
incidental
attempted tackle and then a personal foul type, right? So if there's intent, then it's a personal foul. It's no longer a face mask at that point.
When I was officiating, my job was to throw the flag. They can figure it
Yep.
out.
Yeah, that's what the white hat does back there. Vandervoort, play action pass. Under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Vandervoort is hauled down as he is sacked on the play by Cash Anderson. Anderson, a 6'4" senior. One of those defensive linemen that is kind of bucked up since those first couple of Rice Lake drives.
3rd sack of the game.
Yep. And it's going to be a timeout, Rice Lake. So they're going to use that final timeout with 14 seconds to play. They are across midfield. But they're going to use that timeout and just, I don't know, what do you have here, Dan? A pass to the sideline, and then after that, see what you got, maybe, if you complete it?
Yeah, I mean, looks like there's still multiple timeouts left, but you only have enough time for 2, maybe 3 plays.
Yeah, well, 0 for Rice Lake. This is it now.
Oh,
They've got it. Yeah, they have none left now.
So it has to be the sideline, because even if you get tackled inbounds, it's a first down. That clock starts as soon as the chains are set.
I was going to call out one more. Cystic Ninja. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Ninja. I could hardly see or sense that ninja in the room. It's a good one. Good ninja. Is that a Japanese term? Is that where
Maybe.
the etymology of ninja, Japanese? I don't know. All the kung fu movies, the Japanese with the close the captions and the phrase, all that's words on the screen business. They always said ninja, and that was always a Japanese film. That's what I know about it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Japanese word or trying to describe it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's an English word.
The etymology of it.
Yep. So here's a handoff up the middle to Balls, and the whistle's blow, and I don't know why. Rice Lake doesn't have a timeout. So I don't know what this would be for. It's no first down. Oh, we've got an equipment issue on the Marshfield side. That's why. So helmet in hand, Lucas Howland goes off the field. So the equipment timeout benefits the Warriors, and they will spike it with 4 seconds left.
There goes his perfect game.
With the incomplete pass there, right? He dirted it, and he's now 4 of 5, huh?
Well, we know that their kicker pregame was short from 45, so they'd have to get down to the 20.
Well, this is 58 from here.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So with 4 seconds, it's really nothing but the end zone here. If you're a Warriors fan, Marshfield defensive backs also know this, and they are well off the ball. All 4 of them. So Vandervoort back to pass. He's under pressure right away, and that will send us to the half as pressure was put on initially by Easton Hallen, and then Sean Slesniko cleans it up with the sack, and the half ends like that. Marshfield leads it 29-6 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have 3 options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Welcome to Taqueria Monarca at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Try the delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. And kick things up a notch with their fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. Let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And back here at Rice Lake at halftime, Marshfield leads 29-6. Here in just a few minutes, Dan Ross will be back, and he'll give us our halftime stats. Until then, first off, how about it? What a performance there from the Utes of Rice Lake coming on and putting of all the pom-poms, all the shimmering left on the football field, gives it a little extra sparkle here on this Friday night. Again, this is one of 14 games tonight on Zaleski Sports, and you can find the scores for those games at ZaleskiSports.com. The scores are right on the homepage. You can watch all the games, but just to see the scores, those are just right on the page. You just scroll around, find the scores. Also from the website, launch Multiview, where you can watch up to 9 games all at the same time on one screen, and you find these things only on Zaleski Sports. Big week for us on the network next week. We bring volleyball into the fold. That starts on Tuesday, along with pre-football contests on Thursday, more football on Thursday next week, and Friday here on Zaleski Sports. So a big week ahead as we bring more sports into the fold. And, of course, our social media followers know that we give you all the updates along with pictures of the high school student athletes on our social media pages. Through our info pics, you'll find golf, swimming, cross country, everything that's happening. You'll find those at your favorite Zaleski Sports Facebook page. We've got 6 minutes until we got 9 minutes until halftime, so if you need to, now's a great time to get a drink or something to eat. The three of us just ate a cheeseburger, and the burger was pretty good here at Rice Lake High School. It'll be Dan Ross coming back right after this with our halftime stats on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
So, after a couple of years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. MegaSure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Rice Lake. It is the Marshfield Tigers up 29-6. 23-point lead. We got incoming. We almost got hit with some cannon fire from the track. Let's take a look. Review the scoring. Marshfield got out to an 8-0 lead thanks to a 38-yard touchdown pass from Femmel to Truby. Pass to Larson. A 61-yard touchdown run from Taylor made it 21-0. Rice Lake answered with a 16-yard pass to Hutzler to make it 21-6. The conversion failed. And then following that, immediately afterwards, a 90-yard kickoff returned by Larson. And the two-point conversion made it 29-6. Taking a look at some team stats. Rice Lake leads Marshfield in rushing 140-72 on the ground. Rice Lake 32 carries for 140 yards. Marshfield 8 carries for 72 yards. Passing-wise, Marshfield 4 of 6 for 145 yards. Femmel's had a fantastic first half. Rice Lake 4 for 5 for 45 yards. A little less successful for Vandervoot, but that isn't really the game that Rice Lake plays. Taking a look, a little bit more detailed here. We'll start with the Marshfield Tigers. 8 rushes for 72 yards. 61 of those yards came on one play. Josh Taylor, a 61-yard touchdown run. Grinding it on the ground, though, is Carlson. 7 carries for 11 yards. Rice Lake has held him in check. For Rice Lake, 32 carries overall for 140 yards. 63 yards. Make sure I get these names right. 63 yards for number 40, Bodie Schultz. 40 yards for Cooper Balls. 28 yards for Colin Hutzler. For number 6, Bodie Erickson, and 4 yards for the quarterback, Ben Vandervoot. For the Marshfield Tigers, passing-wise, as I alluded to a little bit earlier, 4 of 6, 445 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, only 4 catches, a 60-yarder. For number 15, Gavin Larson, a 44-yard catch for Kolstead, 38-yard catch for Truby, that was a touchdown, and a 7-yard catch for Josh Taylor. About 3.5 minutes left to go before the kickoff. Maybe we take a look at some of the scores on the network. We have Stratford still leading Mosinee 12-0. That is at the half.
Okay. You know, that's been a close game over the years, too. There's one.
No? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Keep
on.
Here.
This is your job here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Edgar 14-0 over at Cadott, playing up a little bit. Cadott, though Edgar's playing up, I think they're a Division 6 team now. Cadott probably a Division 5 team, but I'm just guessing. Amherst 21, Clintonville 0. That's probably not too surprising. Amherst, a good team year over year. Surprising the last couple of years. It felt like they were going to be down, and they always come up with a good team.
Yeah, and the Truckers have really struggled the last few years as well.
Yeah, they have. Spencer 7, Auburndale 6. Spencer Columbus.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Sorry.
That's a co-op. It's one of those
It
deals.
says Spencer, so
I know.
So
I know.
that's what
well,
I read.
the app only can fit so many words on there.
It's true. That's at the half.
Yep.
Halftime over in Marathon 17, Loyal, Greenwood, 8.
Okay.
Wausau East hosting the Shawano Hawks, 14-0. That is at the half. Wausau East, Shawano's a little bit bigger of a school, and you mentioned Wausau East wanting to turn things around. They think they have a good team this year.
They think they do.
Good start. Wisconsin Lutheran 21, Waterford 14.
Okay.
Those are teams we don't usually see on the network.
Yeah,
so
until this year.
Until this year.
You're going to get all your fill of Waterford Wolverines this year.
We have seen a lot of Stanley Boyd the last year or two. Stanley Boyd looking good tonight, 22-7 over at Colby. That is at the half. Wrightstown, they are known as a football powerhouse, probably more so in past years than the last couple of years. They're up 8-0 at Winneconne.
Winneconne state champs from a year ago.
I don't know if this says it's quarter one, 2 minutes left.
I wonder if you click on it, what happens? I just wonder.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe there's storms or something. We'll have to check.
Yeah,
on
could
that.
be. There is weather around.
Yeah. Wapaka 0, Akana Falls. That is. Let me refresh this.
Okay.
It's gonna be really sad when everything I said is
all
outdated.
the scores are different.
But, but it isn't. Wapaka 0, Akana Falls 0. You can click on that one.
No,
see if it's any different.
it probably is.
Neilsville 13, New Lisbon 0.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think that's about right.
And then the one game they have to click on, Kakana at West Alice Hale.
Yep. Ghosts playing and having a big year this year. That's their plan.
Looks like, I think it was 35-0 at half. So
they are 1 point shy of a running clock in that second half.
Yeah.
That hasn't started yet.
Are there any surprises there? And I know week one is really hard to say. That's a surprising score because, there's a lot of graduation year over year. We really don't know what some of these teams have coming back, what sort of injuries we have.
Yeah, and what did the boys do in the offseason to make themselves better, right? That always happens too. You had the sophomore turn junior or junior turn senior, and they grew 4 inches and they put on 20 pounds, and all of a sudden they're running roughshod on a football field. You just don't know that unless you're in that family.
I did miss this one, though. Assumption 26, Rosholt 0.
Okay.
That's 8-man football.
It is.
And Assumption has a lot of guys out, and they did not expect that to happen.
20-some on the roster, right?
Yeah. But you know what? You go down, you're playing 8-man, all of a sudden kids are a little bit more interested.
Yeah, playing time becomes available, and the game is more interesting, and we're not going to get steamrolled every day because the teams we play against have 40 on the roster, and we bring out 18 or 20, and that's just tough. It's tough to compete with those types of teams.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have a second half of football here. How about that?
Love it.
Thank you. I got to grab my rooster, otherwise known as roster.
Who sponsored our stats tonight?
Well, that was, of course, First Choice Credit Union of Marshfield, serving anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans.
It's going to get harder to read papers.
So, Tigers to kick off, and it's Conrady on the kickoff. Ball gathered up around the 12-yard line, and Cooper Balls making his way forward near the 28, and that's where the Warriors will set up shop here to begin half number 2.
I was gonna mention it. We don't see a lot of kickoff returns for touchdowns in high school football.
No. It's kind of like baseball. I've said for a long time, especially at the lower levels, say high school or what have you, to hit a home run, you also need a home run pitch to hit, right? Yeah. That pitcher's got to be a certain quality as well. And in the high school game, the kicker has to be of a certain quality to launch that type of kick where the blocks can get set up. A return can actually be formed, and oftentimes, that kick's just going anywhere. It's zipping to the sideline, or it's 8 bouncing down to the 20. So that was one of those collisions there of a good kick and a really good kick return. And Schultz gets the first handoff here of the second half, and he's going to go for 1. And, of course, that kickoff we're talking, that kick return, Gavin Larson on that 90-yard or so kick return. Our stats are unofficial up here. I really want to turn this light on, Dan. See if the boys down there wouldn't mind. Or if I just turn it on, what are they going to do?
I don't know. They seem like maybe a mean crew.
2nd and 9 coming up here for the Warriors. We'll catch them during a commercial, see what they think. They're in game mode right now. Here comes Schultz up the middle, bounces it out to the right, and he's going to pick up 11 and a first down for the Warriors.
He's up 12 carries for 75 yards. He's had a good game. The problem is you're down by 23, and each play is taking 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, it's all going to add up, and that's not even to speak of the fact that Rice Lake would have to stop the Marshfield offense. Then in between those could-be scores.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a heavy dose of Carlson, though, here.
Vandervoort pitches outside. It goes to Hutzler, and Hutzler is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and he is brought down by Lucas Hallen.
So if you were in the locker room this halftime, and what would you grade your performance?
Well, I mean the Rice Lake offensive coach likely going to give his guys about a C-, probably. Too many turnovers on that offensive side, so that's they're going to get a C- here. As we're going to get a throwback
pass.
Halfback pass. That's on the bingo board.
It is.
All right.
Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Dan and I get excited about the simplest of things, but that's the middle square, and that's the tough one.
That's the tough one.
And here we are. We are diagonal from the top right, headed on down. So we need somebody up here to yell, "Don't jump" on a 4th down. But we didn't get the live national anthem, so that one is out.
Oh, man.
Student is in Hawaiian. Yeah, they're in Hawaiian. There was no band at halftime. We did have a missing special teams player, though. Marshfield had to run one on late.
True.
Special teams penalty or turnover, and then a marching band. Yeah, we're going to be SOL here on the bingo. All right. So on the incomplete pass, 3rd and 11 now for the Warriors.
3rd and long.
Vandervoort puts one in motion, and the handoff went somewhere.
Vandervoort's got it.
He kept it himself. He's going to run for 3, and
now flags everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of flags. More so from that Marshfield sideline. We'll see what they end up calling here.
That's usually on the other team because you get the coaches screaming at the side official, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're asking for a hold, right, usually, yeah. Or a chop or something similar to that. We get a mic'd up official, though, so we'll be able to hear him. Personal foul, and so it's a personal foul on Rice Lake. So it's going to be 4th down, and it's going to be 4th and about 20, and that'll be the punt team. So I was just going to say, Dan, you got 4th and 5. You're on the 46, it would have been. Would you have went for it there? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But now you can't because it's
4th and 20 is
something,
insurmountable after the personal foul. So something must have happened after that play on that other side. Guys were continuing to block and tussle after the whistle was blown. And that's a fine line to walk. The coach is always yelling in your ear, play through the whistle, and sometimes you just stay engaged. Well, sometimes you stay engaged a little bit longer. So punt will be in his back, and will scoop it up at his own 27-yard line. It is a bench return, and Carlson's going to be drugged down just across the 40, where Marshfield will take over with 9:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
The officials' adjustment during halftime is they're going to pick up the pace on the pace on
Taylor.
Turnovers. And look at Taylor go. Josh Taylor leaping over one and down to inside the 35. A big run for Taylor, Dan. I've got him there for 25 yards on the carry. Wow. Now, I was told a couple of years ago that hurdling in the high school game is a penalty. You're not allowed to jump over a defender in the high school. That's what I was told. And I was told that because it happened during the game, and it was a magnificent play, highlight play like that one, and it drew a 15-yard unsportsmanlike.
How about 2 carries for 86 yards?
That's pretty good. Averaging 43 on the day.
Yeah, his average went down after that run.
After the big run from Taylor, Tigers, Femmel back under center. Had to scoop that one up off the turf. Hands to Carlson. He's straight up the middle. Shed 2, and there goes Hayden Carlson.
34-yard touchdown.
Dan, that was 2 plays, right?
It was 2 plays.
Wow. Happened so fast. We got Finisher. Boy, there's some crafty names on the channel. I don't know exactly what that said. But Marshfield continues to run up the score here in Rice Lake. This was a year ago, Dan. This was the other way. Rice Lake, it wasn't a blowout, but Rice Lake controlled that entire game a year ago from start to finish. This one is not the same.
See, the Marshfield cheerleaders made it.
Yeah, they share all the bleachers are on this side, right? So they do share the space on this side with the Rice Lake cheerleaders.
Oh boy!
And we've got a bad operation on the kick, and
he's
dodging, weaving, bobbing, moving, zigging, zagging. Landon Truby, 2-point conversion. 9:17 to play. Marshfield big here in Rice Lake on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield. 2 plays is all it took Marshfield after the kickoff, and 2 plays. Into the end zone goes Hayden Carlson. That was a 35-yard run, Dan, for Carlson.
34.
34-yard run, 2-point conversion on some wacky tobacco by Landon Truby. 37-6.
By far his best run. The Warriors have done a good job bottling him up.
Well, he was obviously their key, right? That's what they had practiced. That's what they had.
The coach told us that.
Well, and he did. Yeah, he told us that was their main emphasis, and they had stopped him up until then. Hurry in for huge savings at Hiller's Ace Hardware. Check out Hiller's new outdoor power equipment brands, including Ego and Steel. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield.
You just never know week 1 what you're going to get, what you're going to see. Marshfield has really impressed me tonight.
Reminded me of Forrest Gump there. You never know what you're going to get in the box of chocolates. But Marshfield has some varieties of chocolate here in this offense. And here's a big return underway for Rice Lake. That outside lane disappeared and going to be brought down. A big return and sets up the Warriors nicely.
Almost 40 yards. And you talked about the lanes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there was no lane containment there. Those lanes broke down. Was that 6 or 8 on the return, Dan? I can see him. I'm going to go 6.
6, looks like. Yep.
Bodie Erickson. So Erickson, very nice return, but he took advantage as that outside lane or 2 collapsed to the middle of the field. That then became open on this bench side, and down the sideline he went.
And Rice Lake does have injuries. They graduated 10 all-conference players from last year.
Yeah, it's the thing about high school, right? You don't get to recruit, and you lose guys every couple of years. And Tigers all over that run effort there. The defensive line got penetration for one of the first times here tonight, and it's a gain of just 2 for Bodie Schultz.
Yeah, we didn't talk about last night very much, but the Valley Conference looked pretty good.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah,
DC Evers took one on the chin, but Spash ran it up on River Falls. Who else was? Wausau West. Yeah, that was my game. Really, that second half was the big thing for Wausau West over Menominee last night. They made everything count in that second half. And Marshfield here representing in Rice Lake. And some handoff confusion there between Vandervoort and Schultz, and Tigers' defensive line takes advantage. What do we have there? 56, Cash Anderson, I believe is who that was. Yep.
Now it's 3rd and long again for the Warriors.
Yeah. Again, that offense is designed. I've said it. Been beating this drum, but that's how it's designed. 4 yards every play. Every now and then you get 20. And now it's 3rd and 9, and you wonder if Rice Lake has to go back to pass here. And is this a 4-down situation? Probably for Rice Lake anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for 20, but we saw them play, I want to say Menominee or something, and they were getting 60-yard runs.
And that will go for about 1 or none.
Yeah.
As a gang tackle by the Tigers on the pile here on balls. Cooper Balls on the carry, and the punt team's actually going to come out, Dan. I'm a little surprised about that. I know we're 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but we're in a 31-point discrepancy. So I'm a little surprised about the punt.
Well, that and your defense hasn't played very well tonight. So
Yep.
It feels like a white flag kind of situation here. Coach Hill kind of wanting this night to end.
Carlson on the bounce from his 17, and we're going to get a block in the back down here. So everything else that happens thereafter will not matter.
I will say that
you didn't like the call, Dan.
No, it was the right call.
Oh, okay.
No, I was laughing because we had about 3 coaches groan over here before the flag was thrown.
Because they knew what was coming. Yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to our game day sponsors: Arts Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Taqueria Monarca, Partners Bank, and Hefco Floral. And I'll tell you, Dan, I'll take you there soon. Taqueria Monarca, it's one of the best spots, if not the best spot, especially for that style of fare in Marshfield. And,
well, maybe we
really
do
good.
that when start my weekly show.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a good reason, wouldn't it? Yeah, World Cup, I was there. We watched England and Mexico from Taqueria Monarca. I was cheering for Mexico that night, not because that's the type of place I was at, but I really wanted England to lose for various reasons. And but they did not. They won. It was probably like 4-1 or something like that over Mexico that day. But we still had a great time inside the restaurant.
We do have some weekly shows on Zaleski Sports starting up here.
Hey.
For those of you that are watching that enjoy a weekly show where we go more in depth.
Yep.
This is the place for you. Pass on the
this
near
is the
side.
place for you. As that one goes to Kolstad for about 8. Bring up 2nd down for the Tigers. The first show actually is on Monday, and that is our annual football coaches show. Football coaches from Central Wisconsin drive into the studio, so you got to be within a reasonable driving distance. But coaches from Edgar and Loyal Greenwood and other places interior of that heading out to the show. They're going to talk with me and Gene Delisio and Larry Hazer. Mike Steinwagner, and all that fun starts at 6 p.m., including Marshfield's Denny Gadel, and he is our leadoff batter. He comes on at 6:15 on Monday right here on Zaleski Sports.
And knowing him and knowing football coaches, he's still going to complain about some things they should have done better.
I can't wait for it.
Yep.
Hayden Carlson up ahead. He's got 5 on the carry, and that's the Tigers' first down. And we've got our first cramps of the night, Dan. So we will step aside with 6:07 left here in the 3rd. We're going to drink some pickle juice on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
Healthcare decisions can be overwhelming, but at Forward Insurance, you're never in it alone. We'll help you make sense of Medicare, find the right health insurance, and walk with you every step of the way. Forward Insurance, for every stage of life and every question along the way.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
37-6 with 6:07 here to play in the 3rd. Again, this is nothing, relatively speaking, right now. If it's me, I'm 51. I got a cramp. I'm out until Monday at this point. But
yeah, we get them sleeping.
Sometimes.
It's true.
Sometimes. I was laying on the floor. I like to stretch my back. I lay belly down, right? I like to stretch my back. And this was just a couple of days ago. I got up, and right in my hammy, it started to grab a little bit, just getting up off the floor. How does that figure? But yeah, they'll be all right. We'll get here he's up now. Get a number for you, and then we'll tell you more about our shows coming up as Kyler Truitt, 5'10 senior, is going to get a round of applause. Yeah, so first show on Monday, and then Dan Ross and a co-host to be named, and me, will be on soon, and we've got Marrowood Madness.
Yeah, that's going to be
weekly show.
We're eyeing the Wednesday after Labor Day.
Okay, so we'll start up on Wednesdays.
Or actually, not this Wednesday, the Wednesday
Yeah, a couple
after.
Wednesdays, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Steve Maves and Mike Wendlandt are also on a Wednesday show, or at least have the studio reserved for Wednesday. They may want to record those and publish later. Here's Femmel on the pass. He goes deep, and a leaping attempt is going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Landon Truby. Pass, by the end of it, seemed to be underthrown a bit, but Truby's just fast.
He is fast, and that flew 45 yards in the air. So
yeah.
Talking about underthrowing in high school, like
Yeah.
that's a heck of a throw, and it was on a
good
line.
Throw. Very good throw, yeah.
You know, if he throws that higher, I bet you Truby goes up and gets it.
Yep.
But, I mean.
Gave it his all, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steve and Mike, not as adventurous as you and I are. We just rip the show off live. They want to record it in case they make some mistakes, and then they can fix them later.
The mistakes are what people like.
I've never feared a mistake in my life. Here is Femmel back to pass. Middle screen it's a draw, and Carlson with it. And Carlson will get a first down, and still going. There goes Hayden Carlson again. He's got one man to beat down the sideline. Will he get caught? Yes, he will, but a big run by Hayden Carlson. Finally dragged down by Bodie Erickson. I'll let Dan Ross do the math on that run from Hayden Carlson.
Yeah, I mean, it was a heck of a run, but Rice Lake missed 5 or 6 tackles.
So 23.
23 plus.
Plus 35. Right?
Yeah, 53, 58, 59.
Woo, boy. 59, and we've got whistles on the field. Marshfield's headed towards the bench.
We got injury. We got more cramps.
Oh, all the way down here yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking over here, and this cramp happened all the way back on the other 30-yard line.
Yeah, we can talk about the show a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. So Marrowood Madness. What do you have in
Marrowood
mind for the
Madness.
folks on Wednesdays on Zaleski Sports after Labor Day is past us?
Yeah, so we're going to focus on the Marrowood schools, the 12 Marrowood schools.
It's the best small school conference in the state.
Yeah, absolutely. On the weekly shows that we used to do, I would have the Marrowood Minute, and people really liked it. I got a lot of really good feedback on Facebook every time we did it.
Yeah.
And it really is a fantastic conference, and we are going to talk about football, and we'll talk about some other schools because the conferences aren't quite the same for football. But we're going to talk some volleyball. We're going to talk about some of the other sports that maybe don't get quite as much love. Yeah, I mean, if I can find those results, then we really want to feature the athletes. We really want to break down. We want to give highlights to the kids that don't get a lot of attention. But yeah, I mean, we're going to talk playoffs. We're going to talk about all the stuff that you guys want to hear.
Okay, it's coming up Wednesdays, starting. I don't have my calendar, but around September 13th, give or take a day, something like that. Josh Taylor for 3 on the run. Dan has a calendar.
I do have a calendar. We are eyeing September 2nd.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or September 2nd, yeah.
Okay, so the day after Labor Day. Or no, the Wednesday before Labor Day.
It's actually before Labor Day because Labor Day is late.
You're right, yep. Okay, good. So in 2 Wednesdays' time, we will have Marrowood Madness hosted by Dan Ross.
Yeah.
All right, here goes Femmel on the play-action pass. He's going to roll out. He'll find Taylor. Taylor bowls over one, pushes another into the end zone. Another touchdown, Tigers. Josh Taylor, how about that?
He's a handful.
More than a handful. He's a couple handfuls. That touchdown. By the way, I probably should have done these earlier. That is a Serve Pro touchdown. Call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And that is Serve Pro touchdown number 5 tonight for the Tigers. 6? 2-point conversions. Touchdown number 6 for the Tigers tonight.
2nd for Taylor.
Again, Serve Pro touchdowns. Call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Here's the kicker that Coach Gadel said that the Tigers didn't have, and that is Sevi Conradi. Extra point is good. And we will have a clock situation to tell you all about when we return right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
What do I do with my roster?
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today.
We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals.
Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Got a quarter break for that. All right, back here to Rice Lake, and we've got a clock situation to tell you about. I don't have a steel trap of a memory for everything, Dan, but I don't remember the last time that these Marshfield Tigers initiated a running clock, but that is what has happened here.
So what you're saying is they've been part of them,
yes,
but not on this side.
A couple, not many, but a couple. I don't remember the last time they initiated one, but for the remainder of this game, we will have a running clock here in Rice Lake.
Tell you what, the Tigers are making a statement tonight.
Big statement. You know, Spash put a whooping on River Falls last night, and those boys from Stevens Point, coaches, Coach Eigenberger, probably watching this broadcast right now, and they have been alerted.
Yeah, you know, the Valley Conference gets, like, I don't want to say hate, but, you know, for a Division I, Division II conference, they're not among the best in the state year over year. Even though there are some storied programs with Spash and Everest, of course, for decades now.
Yeah.
But maybe a little better than what people expect coming into this year.
I think a good trivia question for the folks at home, and the answer might be Marshfield, but the last Wisconsin Valley Conference football team in a state championship game. It's been a while. Everest had a Level 4 appearance 2 years ago. I mentioned Marshfield's Level 4 appearance in 2018, but not a championship.
It would have been one of those two.
Appearance.
Yeah, it would have to be Everest, I would imagine.
Yeah. So and if it is, and you're very good chance it is, it's been a while. We'll see if anybody online knows. And
early 2000s, maybe.
Gosh. Well, yeah. I mean, Marshfield had a couple of state championships. The last one, and again, I don't have the record books here in front of me, but call it 2003, the Marshfield State Championship.
I want to say
very much could be the last Wisconsin Valley State champion.
I think Everest might have won one.
You think after that?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll see if anybody smart that's on the chat box can let us know what they think. All right, second down here for Rice Lake as we get back to football. New quarterback in the game for the Warriors. That's Bodie Erickson. And we got Dan and I got a whole new list of names to figure out here.
I think I'm done taking stats.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
I mean, Rice Lake has all new people in.
Churches, schools, clinics, food plants for nearly a century, the Bozen Company has built them as your construction manager and general contractor. Collaborate, construct, building value every day. The Bozen Company, bozenco.com. So third down now for the Warriors, 3rd and 6. Again, Dan and I are going to do our best job on all the new names out there.
Assumption, running clock, Rosholt. Probably
All
not
right.
that surprising, but.
Yeah, bigger roster and more when either we're in 11-player format, as this one's hustled out of bounds. When both were in 11-player format, Assumption had the upper hand over Rosholt during those times as well. Both teams, interestingly enough, so Rosholt left 11-player to 8-player prior to giving a notice, so they were ineligible for the playoffs last year, maybe the year before. Assumption had notified but before the timeline, so both teams for the first time ever are eligible for 8-player playoffs this year.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, because you give the 2-year notice
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta give
and
the notice.
Assumption saw it coming
Yeah.
through the grade schools. Yeah, that makes sense.
So here's Rice Lake going for it on 4th down. They wait for the backups to come in, Dan. They'll go for it on 4th down here, and they give to Bodie Schultz, and he's got a first down.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got a deadline to meet if you want to petition for a conference change, and that's what that is. You're changing format, that's fine, but there's no deadline for format change, but there's a deadline to change a conference, and when you change format, you are moving to a new conference. So that's how all that adds up. So Rosholt just decided that the playoffs, I was actually watching the school board meeting And that it was indicated that in that school board meeting, well, we're not making the playoffs anyway, so just go ahead and let's just do it right now. Just rip the Band-Aid off. As this one, a diving catch is made on the pass from Vandevort, and that hauled in by Bjorn Helstad. Yeah. Did we lose a game there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the Winneconne game.
Okay.
The Wapaka-Oconto Falls game is going, so I'm sure that there was storms or something.
That could be.
You know, when there's lightning, for those that have been with us for several years, when there's lightning, it's 30 minutes from the last flash.
That one may have just got called.
It could have.
May have just said, we're just going to go home. Thank you anyway. All right, so first down for the Warriors.
Time's flying now. Probably the last play of the quarter.
More than likely. Hand off to Schultz up the middle, and he'll scratch out another 5 yards to add to his rushing total. And that will be the last play of the quarter. We move now to jump around time. Marshfield leads Rice Lake 44-6 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter. A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
Hunting season is here, and BBD has the supplies you need. Check out their large selection of crossbows, including 10-point and Wicked Ridge. BBD has added more hunting gear, deer attractant, mineral, and accessories for a successful hunt. See their in-stock selection of hunting blinds, stands, in-trail cameras, and more. BBD has the name brand gear you can depend on again and again. Big Bear Down. We're always in season. Located on Highway 13 in Abbotsford.
Hey, I said it was jump around time. I'm not joking for sure. These kids are going bonkers here. We were spraying water on everybody. We're jumping around, having a good time. Dan, I've got an update on from the folks in the chat box anyway, telling us about state championships. Let's see what folks are saying here. Rapids in 2011, Spash was in 2010, DC Everest 2003. Marshfield runner-up in 05, so Marshfield must have been state champs in 2002. Does that sound more likely? But if these folks are right, 2011 Wisconsin Rapids, so 15 years ago. State champion, if what we're being told is correct. It probably is. Here's Rice Lake. Run around the corner and still working the edge of the Warriors. That was Colin Hutzler. And a couple are slow to get up, including folks.
A lot of cramps on the Warriors side.
In yellow and white.
They got 2 cramps in one play.
I mean, listen, we can laugh because we've all cramped, and it's just it just happens, you know. And I talked about it with I think it was Tyler Kramer on my Coach on the Couch. You can watch that interview. Wausau East football coach Tyler Kramer. We talked about it, and what we talked about is that these kids don't understand or they forget that baseball is not like football. So just because you played baseball doesn't mean you're in football shape. As a matter of fact, you're not. And playing Xbox is not playing football. So this happens in week 1 and week 2 all the time.
You know, we talked with Coach Hill about video games before the game, and talked about we talked about Madden football, and he said the kids don't play, and in practice he said, you know, let's practice against a quarterback draw, and the wide receiver didn't understand what that was.
What's a draw?
Yeah, like what's my route?
What does that mean? Yeah.
And maybe I'm just a different generation where I've played Madden for 20, 30 years, maybe more, right? And like quarterback draw, you know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, and I mentioned to him, and there's all these clock, like 2-minute drills, and the same thing with basketball, right? You know when you have to like intentionally foul, and you learn some of those things just from playing video games.
Yeah, playing in the driveway or playing on a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
and Coach Hill was saying that has disappeared now. These kids aren't doing either.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing video games, but they're
just not sports games.
But they're shooting each other on Call of Duty or whatever.
Yep. All right, here's Schultz on the carry. Boy, he was shot out of a cannon that time for 7. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto, starting as low as $49 on Starfire tires, plus price match guarantee on all tire brands. When it comes to tires, look no further than Sherrill Tire and Auto. Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Weston, and that's the second cramp today for Schultz, and he hops off the field on one leg. Arr, I'm a pirate.
We have all been playing basketball with cramps or something, and you think you're good, and then you take a couple steps like, I'm not good. Like it's tightening back up.
Right. Yeah, my cramps when active come in my hamstring. The ones that wake me up at night are in my calves. Yeah, why does that happen? I don't know. Well, I do know, but
the calf's a big muscle.
Yeah, calf is a big muscle. Here's big number 41, Colton Burnett, 5'10 senior, running it up ahead. It's going to be third down upcoming for the Warriors, 3rd and 3. And the Rice Lake students have finally entered the game after the fourth quarter jump around. They are fired up now.
Edgar up 21-0 on Cadott.
Okay.
You know what? I think that coach might have things figured out over there.
Yeah, 52nd year for Coach Jerry Sins. We'll have assistant coach Greg Streit on the program on Monday evening. Again, you watch that coach's show on this Zaleski Sports channel.
I mean, I know like a handful of Streits at this point. Like
yeah, there's been a few, haven't there? Yeah, there have been a few. All the way from Grandpa on down. We did the 50-year celebration of Coach Jerry Sins 2 years ago, and Grandpa Streit came on and gave his talk about playing for Coach Sins. So it's 3 generations of playing for Jerry over there. Make sure to stay tuned for a Nasonville Dairy post-game show. I will be on the field talking to Marshfield Tigers head football coach Denny Gadel and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, so don't go anywhere. Eat cheese curds with Nasonville Dairy and listen to me talk to Coach Gadel, and I'm going to ask him why he's lying to me. In a fun way. Coach and I get along pretty well.
He should be pretty happy tonight.
He should be ecstatic. We get whistles before the play. Any other scores for us?
Yes, 7-6 Spencer Columbus over Auburndale.
Boy, that's been tight the whole way. That was a first quarter score.
That's 10 minutes left. Marathon 17, Loyal 16. That's got about 10 minutes left.
That's tight. Yep. It was 17-6 at half.
Loyal Greenwood 16, Marathon 17.
Yeah, we got others coming in to check scores, Dan. Pass the word here. What score are you looking for? Oh, Owen Withy. Nope.
No. Holman Medford.
I'm sorry. Nope. Not on this network. I know, it seems like we do all 200 games. It seems like it, but just the 14 tonight.
I could probably find you a score, though.
Holman and Medford. That must be down in Holman. Must be. Here's a pitch wide to Erickson.
That's nowhere close.
That is blown up, and that is a turnover on downs as the fourth down play for the Warriors comes up empty.
Galloping Ghost 41-7. Kakana is going to have another good team.
Yeah, and I had it on good authority that if that score were to get, and it was 41-0 at half, right? That Kakana was there was just some problems at Hale right now at the West Dallas High School. So there was going to be some gentlemen's agreements, maybe some winks and some one of these clock hand motions at halftime to the other sideline to say let's just finish this one out and we'll let you guys get back and hopefully you can solve your problems before the season gets too far out of control.
Yeah. We have been to Kakana several times. You got really scared of their mascot.
Shadow. It's an actual horse.
I know.
It's not even a mascot. It's an actual horse. And it's a full-grown horse.
Very big.
Very. I mean, when it's
sprinting at full speed with the football.
And it's like clomping up and down the field, and it shakes the ground when it runs at you. And I was not in favor. 4 yards on the carry there. Well, I mean, you won't make it if the horse runs over you. That'll be it.
I think a lot of people have no idea that football has started.
There are too many people. Yeah. Misfits is what they are. There's all kinds of new numbers out there for Marshfield. Here is a running clock situation. Just about 7 minutes left in this game. You know, and it was just prior to that game, Dan, you're talking about, where I was on guard for Shadow because on week 1 that same year, Shadow threw its rider. So how that works in Kakana is at the home games, there's a special horse rider. It's a human being. And they get the game ball, and Shadow sprints out to the 50-yard line where they flip they flipped that ball to the referee to get the game ball in, and after that ball was flipped, that rider got thrown by Shadow. Everybody was okay, but that really had me sideways. I was not interested in that anymore. All kinds of shaking and baking going on here, and Sevi Conradi is going to get a first down out of it. Yeah. What was the Medford-Holman score? What did we find?
Holman's up 14-8.
14-8. Okay. Is that good news? Okay. All right.
Well, this is Twitter, so I'm not. Yeah.
Well, you can still say that, though.
It's true. Oh.
Oh, Fry? Yeah. 6 to play.
If only I had everybody's number in my phone.
People up here checking scores from all over the state, and we're the score authority, Dan. So that's a compliment.
We were talking before the game when we were walking the field, and I don't want to say kids have it pretty good these days, but this is a beautiful facility. It's a beautiful field, and I'm willing to bet that both of these teams are going to play nearly every game this year on a turf field.
A pretty good chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good chance. Both Memorial and North in Eau Claire have turf fields. Everest, Stevens Point, Wausau would be the only one. I believe they're still grass, aren't they? And
it might be turf
pass
now.
Incomplete. Have there been if there's been an update since last year, then maybe. It was grass when I was there last year, but maybe. I haven't been there in a year.
Yeah, and
but Tom Field might be the only one.
I have been campaigning that what if the Wausau schools just played at their home schools,
where
right?
they have turf fields.
Yes,
in their own school campus. Yep.
Yeah, at least West does. I don't know if Wausau East has.
They do. Yeah, they do. The issue is they have bleacher seating for about 42 people at those schools.
Yeah, but you can fix that.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope for them, because and maybe they were paying attention to Eau Claire North and Memorial, who both created a football field out of nothing on their campus site. There was nothing there, and they created those stadiums with just bleachers on one side. But those are both very nice venues. So Conradi, and that pass is incomplete.
I get
fourth down upcoming for the Tigers.
Yeah, I understand the historical context. Tom Field's been there forever, right?
Yeah, World War II or something.
But I just don't think it's a good experience. Like watching it, visiting it. It's old, right?
Yeah, it is.
You have no internet out there.
Oh,
it's
well.
Just
yeah, and you're talking like
it's
outdoor.
a long walk,
yeah, outdoor in the city. I don't know what it is about that. Those like 6 blocks right in that area, but there is no connectivity off of any antennas. But Tom Field did get updates for us with internet now, and that was a problem for a long time.
Yep.
We would steer clear of there because there was no internet at the stadium, and there is no internet in the neighborhood. So that was bad rabbits for a lot of us.
I don't know if Marshfield's punted yet.
Well, there is a punt. It goes out of bounds. We'll take our last commercial break now. The finale after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Grassland Butter.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Back here for the final 2 minutes here of this one, as has everything but the bow wrapped on the top of it. All the packaging and all the fancy stuff is ready. It's all boxed up, just ready for a bow, as Marshfield will start the year 1-0, as both teams now using everybody that got suited up tonight. Yeah, using everybody that got suited up.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, 4 deep for some of these Division I teams. They practice as hard as everybody else.
I got to think of a player of the game, Dan. I'm kind of leaning towards Taylor. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Would you prefer a defensive player? I did a defensive player last night, and that surprised some people. But I think that defensive folks are guys
Taylor's
too.
got 2 touchdowns. Larson's got 2 touchdowns.
Including the kick return?
Kick return and a 60-yard. I mean, he has 150 yards of touchdowns.
All right. Boy.
A 90-yard kickoff return, 60-yard catch.
I'm going to go with the senior, Josh Taylor.
Okay.
Larson being a junior, we'll catch him down the road. All right, so stay tuned for that. Nasonville Dairy post-game show is me.
It's your company. You do what you want to do.
and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Josh Taylor. The company is actually Mrs. Zaleski's company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grandma Zaleski.
I'm an employee. And the tip drill was on there, and that went through the fingers of a couple. The last to touch it was Gavin Miller, a current Zaleski Sports employee. How about that? Current, but not anymore. He didn't. We have a rule around here. If you play varsity sports, we can't let you work because you got to go to school. You got your athletics, and then you got the whole rest of your life to work. So I want you to be really good at school and your sport, and we'll catch up with you if you take a season off. So, Gavin, a junior.
What if he's a football player but doesn't do winter sports?
Yeah, then that's fine.
Okay,
then that's fine. Yep, or spring or what have you.
Marshfield does not have to snap it.
Yeah, and they will not. Hands are being shook. You can take the L out of Lover because it is over.
Convincing win tonight.
Very convincing win for the Marshfield Tigers as they are victorious. Here in the Northland, they take down Rice Lake. Your final score, Marshfield 44 and Rice Lake 6. Time now for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those cheese curds in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. I will be with Coach Dennis Gadel right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back. 44-6, the Marshfield Tigers defeat the Rice Lake Warriors in a one-sided affair here in Week 1. A terrific game for the Tigers. Both sides of the ball, all three facets of the game, with a kickoff return, a 90-yard kickoff return as well. Jason Zaleski is on the field, going to interview coach and player of the game. Taking a quick look at some of the other scores. Let me refresh here. Stratford 31-0 over Mosinee. Stratford looking to maybe get back into the state title game or win another one. Spencer 7, Auburndale 6. Marathon with an 8-point lead home against Loyal Greenwood. Amherst 56-0 over the Truckers. O'Connell Falls 13-0 over Wapaka. That one's still in the first half due to some weather. Wisconsin Lutheran 35, Waterford 21. The Edgar Wildcats 21-0 over Cadott. That might be final. Wausau East 28, Shawano 0. Colby has come all the way back. Colby leads Stanley Boyd 26-22. That's a crazy score. Stanley Boyd up 22-0. Colby has come back to take the lead 26-22. That has about 9 minutes left in the game. You can head over to that game if you want to see a game that is extremely close. Stanley Boyd has the ball. Wrightstown 8, Winneconne 0. That's delayed. Probably it's still in the first quarter on the scoreboard. Neilsville 35, New Lisbon 0. That's Neilsville Granton. That's not that surprising. Assumption, their first 8-man game, they have defeated the Rothschild Hornets 49-0. Wrightstown defeats Winneconne 8-0. That might be a weather-related game as well. Kaukauna all over West Allis Nathan Hale. As Jason Zaleski alluded to a little bit earlier, that West Allis Hale has some issues with some coaches that have recently left the program, and hoping that they come out of the other end a little bit better. Can we turn up Jason so I can see if he's about ready? Hopefully he's not.
All right, giddy up.
After this. Where's he at? All right.
You're the lead singer.
Looks like we are just about ready. Oh, the Marshfield Tigers are going to sing to the fans before we are able to get the coach and the player of the game. I believe that it's going to be Josh Taylor, junior Josh Taylor. Again, 44-6, big win tonight for the Marshfield Tigers. Truby with a 38-yard touchdown reception. Larson with a 60-yard touchdown reception. Taylor with a 61-yard touchdown run. A 90-yard kickoff return for Larson. A 34-yard touchdown run by Carlson. Looks like we are ready to go. Down to Jason Zaleski.
Show continues right here in Nasonville Dairy. A lot of week ones in your career. Oftentimes you don't know what's going to happen, but we saw what happened here. Now what do you know about your guys?
Again, cautiously optimistic. We had a good game. Coach said they had some kids hurt, things like that, but we can't control that. We lost a left tackle 2 weeks ago in practice also. We had to move our things around, but the kids, this is a good group of boys, and they're turning into men real fast, and you saw what Bus did tonight, and the rest of our kids, I mean, we didn't have a lot of plays, but we were fortunate enough to hit on some big plays. We had more explosive plays tonight, we were talking, than we had in like the last 5 years. So good things are happening, and it's kind of a little bit, what do you call it, double-edged sword. I would have loved to have had some, 10 plays, 8-play drives, but we got fortunate enough to score in some long bombs and some great runs by guys running over people. It's wonderful to see that we have those kind of explosive kids on our team.
Offense scored touchdowns, special teams got a touchdown, defense got turnovers. Is that a complete game?
I think we still had some issues on some special teams and situations. We didn't run the football real well as far as being consistently running the ball well. Big plays, great. We kind of, some of our scheme games, our zone games got, we got 2 and 3 yards. I would love to have gotten some 4-yard averages around there. That would be better. So we have to go back and practice, Sunday night. We get Saturday to have fun and do things what they want to do, but Sunday's back to game day, you know what I'm saying?
Last one for you, Coach. You told me before the game weren't sure about your kicking game. We had extra points tonight. You got a kicker.
We got a kicker, and he kicked it pretty well, too. This thing, we got 78% as our 2-point conversion percentage. So, and we were 80% on our extra points last year. So it's a horse apiece, and we're really glad we can do both. Excited for the kids. I'm happy. That's nice to have a kid that can do it. Yeah.
Coach, you're 1-0. Congratulations.
We're 1-0, baby. That's it. So 1-0.
We'll see you Monday, all right? All right, let's get our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Josh Taylor, in here. You watch any NFL football?
Oh, yeah.
Do you model your game after anybody in particular?
Marshawn Lynch, you know.
Okay, beast
mode.
Yeah,
he
all
runs
right.
through people. Braylon Allen from
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. You had some tough runs. You had some good runs, right? You're running people over, like Coach said. You had a long run. How do you grade your performance here tonight?
I'd say it was pretty good. I mean, there's other things that I could have done, like blocked better for Hayden or for our receivers on passes, but I felt pretty good, and this was a good team win for us to start us off for the season. So.
Yeah, for sure. You guys kind of had things hooked up right away. I mentioned to Coach the special teams touchdown. What was the talk on the bench when that happened? And that one kind of, I think, sprung this game loose.
I mean, it was basically just go out there, fight. Everybody does their job, and we'll get it done every time. If everybody does their part, something's going to work. So.
Lastly, what kind of bus ride do you get on a victory here? You get a long bus ride home. What kind of bus ride is that going to be?
I'm going to try to sleep, but
it's
going to be a loud one.
Good luck with that, man. You better be a good sleeper as far as, okay, I'm going to give you the microphone here. We're going to look right up on the left-hand side. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. I'm Josh Taylor, and I'm in the house, all right? 3, 2, 1.
I'm Josh Bus Taylor, and I'm in the house.
The bus, there we go, baby.
Thank
1-0,
you.
congratulations. We'll
Thank
see you down the road, all right? All right, guys, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Josh Taylor. Thanks to Marshfield head football coach Dennis Gadel. If Dan Ross has any final thoughts, I'll let Dan have the floor here. Otherwise, have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching.